Today, I want to respond to some questions. People come to my DM to ask me. Most times I want them to come to the comment section to ask these questions so that others will benefit too. But maybe they feel somehow and they are still coming to my DM. And you know what? Most of those things I have taught on my page. Sometimes I even teach some secrets that other soap makers may not want to expose. Now, I'm going to address these things one by one. Now, first is liquid soap making. About liquid soap making. See, when it comes to liquid soap making, I have taught different types of how to make liquid soap. I have taught that. Some persons even organize for a physical class, which I have gone to teach them, and they still come to my DM to ask some questions. So I don't really know what to do, but I decided to come out today to respond to those questions, because I don't really know. They keep asking how many grams of caustic soda am I going to use, how many grams of soda ash am I going to use. Now let me address this again. When we started making soap years back, the quantity chemical vendors used to give to us is different from what we get now. So that time they used to give us at least soda ash. They used to give us half kg of soda ash for 20 liters, and then they will say you can use it to produce 30 liters. And then SLS too, they used to give us about 250 grams of SLS. Even STPP, Tezapon, they used to give us at least 250 grams to make 20 liters or so. But now, because of cost of materials, they no longer give us such things again. And I must tell you the truth that most liquid soap producers, they don't actually depend on their own personal measurement. They depend totally on those ones that they give to us from chemical shop. So now that they have reduced all the chemicals, recently Tezapon, even they brought out fake ones and all the rest. Now that they have reduced it drastically, you as a soap maker, you're supposed to know the ones that will be good for you. Now the major things you must know is that your soap will have to foam very well, your soap must be thick, your soap must not be lumpy, your soap must not be watery. So whether you're using your own recipe or you're using from the chemical store, please, your nitro soap or anti-soap you're using should be at least 250 grams for 20 liters, which I believe that the chemical store is still giving that amount, 250 grams for 20 liters. Now, for your SLS, SLS is a foaming agent. You can reduce it, you can increase it. Now, the most important thing is that your soap is foamy. So if your SLS is not up to that 250 grams, your Tezapon is not up to that 250 grams, make sure that your sulfonic acid is up to at least 75 cl. Because if your SLS is not up to 250 grams, your Tezapon is not up to 250 grams, and your sulfonic acid is maybe 35 cl, that soap will not be foamy. It will not be good for 20 liters. Maybe you can manage it for 10 liters, yes, but you cannot use it for 20 liters. So if your SLS, your Tezapon is not up to 250 grams, please try and increase your sulfonic acid, because it is the major foaming agent. So if you increase that one, it will cover up for your SLS and your Tezapon. But if you know that your sulfonic acid is lower than 75 cl for 20 liters production, please increase your SLS and your Tezapon to at least 250 grams or more, so your soap can be foamy. I don't know if you really understand.